Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. You know what I was thinking recently? We haven't done a video post-gym in a while, so why not make today the day? I'm coming at you with a pretty sizable Bath & Body Works empties and also like a small purchase that I recently made. So I thought we would shake it up a little bit and start with the items that I recently picked up. So maybe it's not really a secret to you at this point, but I have a really deep, dark rose obsession, and I have recently been swept up into the rose water meringue obsession affair. Like, it is a problem. Shortly after purchasing my first rose water meringue candle, I burned it, and it burned beautifully. It smelled heavenly, intoxicatingly, and as soon as I finished it, I immediately was like, oh, I want to buy more of that, and I need to have some kind of sale, some kind of 10 off deal. So finally, one of those rolled around, and I went into my local store with the intent just to get one, because I really don't want to be a person who hoards candles, but there were only 2 left in my local store, and I thought, oh no, this is a good sign but a bad sign, because it means that rosewater meringue is a beloved child, because a lot of the other ones in that same collection with the same packaging were there aplenty, like there was an abundance of them, but not the rosewater meringue ones. So I bought both because they were 10 off and I had 20% off coupon. It's not the greatest deal, but they were basically like, I think $11 each, which that's nearly the price of what Candle Day candles are now, so I happily purchased both of them. I hope that they burn just as well as the first one did, but this is by far my favorite rose scent that they have dropped in that rose collection that like failed as an entire collection, but like has come out intermittently. So I was really jazzed to get both of these. I will be sad when I burn through them, but I do have a body spray, shower gel, and maybe a lotion to tide me over once these are gone. I hope that they bring this back in like a different packaging, maybe for the summer. I don't know, just talking out loud, but I did snag both of these. I also spied this aromatherapy candle. It's in the scent Passion, which is tuberose and ylang ylang. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Let's just talk for a second. I feel like one of the first scents I ever really went hard for was Velvet Tuberose. If you remember that scent, it was a lovely, lovely scent, and I was heartbroken when they like cleared it out and got rid of it. And I really feel like I haven't seen much of tuberose be featured. So when I saw that, I immediately was like, oh, please let me smell you. And I gotta say, I like it. It is not very strong on cold, which makes me wonder if it's going to have a decent scent throw when it is lit, but I don't know. I'm willing to give it a try. As always, if it doesn't do well after the first burn, I will exchange it, because I believe firmly in utilizing the return policy when there is product that does not work the way it's supposed to. So we'll see on this, but I like the scent enough that I also, that same day that I went in for the candles, had a coupon for $2.95. I think it was $2.95 hand soaps. So I saw that they had the same scent in a hand soap, and I figured like if the candle ends up being a dud, this probably would at least be a good scent. And I find that their hand soaps, no matter what scent it is, tend to be really strong and long lasting on my hands. So definitely pleased with this. And I love like the muted purple color. It's very pretty. Last thing I got was a hand cream. This tends to be my go-to these days for my free item coupon. I picked up Cactus Blossom because I have a deep obsession with this scent as well, and I've wanted it in some form of body care, namely a shower gel, but it just hasn't worked out that I've been able to acquire one, so I figured this would tide me over in the meantime. Okay, now that we are done with the things that I've purchased, let's talk about the things that I have used up. First up, I have a hand soap. It's the Winter Candy Apple hand soap. This is a scent that I really, really loved for a while and then got super sick of it. So I've had this hand soap, I think, for a couple of years, and I was kind of in the mood for something wintry, but not too wintry, like too spicy wintry, and I figured this was a good one to have. I will admit, I feel like this one dried my hands out more so than they typically do, and I don't know why, because I don't see anything written on here that was added that would make it more drying than usual, but I like the scent of it. It was just enough to have me appreciate it and not get sick of it, so good. I also have a body cream. This is in the scent Champagne Rose. I did cut into it. I do tend to cut into their body creams in particular because I find that once you get through the air pocket, you feel like you don't have a lot of product left and it gets kind of aggravating to squeeze out, and there's a ton left in here. So I will always cut these open. Is it the most beautiful procedure to have to go through? No, but whatever. This scent, When I first put it on my legs, I thought like, oh, I don't know if I like this, but it aggressively grew on me. It is definitely a sweet, soapy rose scent, but it has a little bit something extra in it. The notes in here say that it has sparkling Prosecco and wild rose petals with warm amber. I think the Prosecco thing's a load of crap, but I think the amber in here, those two scents mixed together are just so intoxicating. And I felt like the body cream was really silky. I don't know. I feel like it was more silky than my recent Snowflakes and Cashmere. I don't know if that's because this is like fresh off the shelves and it's been a very long time since I have used a body cream in my collection that was less than 3 months, even 6 months old. So I don't know if that really made a difference or if there's a different formulation with this, but it was lovely. It was great. I don't think I would need another one of these. Like I think sometime in my future I'd want another one, but I'm not as swept up in this scent as I am with Rosewater Meringue. I think that edges this out a little bit, but this was nice and heavenly and silky, and I would recommend it if you can come across it, but I don't think you can, so sorry about it. I also have a body lotion. We're having a weird moment. I never have this many like body lotion type products. This is an oldie. This goes back to 2012 according to my note. This is from the Sweethearts collection. It is Honey Sweetheart. The notes on here say that it has honeyed violets, pink sugar, and that's about it. I gotta be honest, I don't love this scent. This is like an artificial, like sweet flower scent. I don't know, it's like a candied flower. I'm just not into it, which is disappointing because I know that the Sweethearts collection is pretty coveted, and I do have a number of, I think I have 2 others from the Sweethearts collection. So I was kind of torn about it because I was like, I don't know, should I just get rid of it? Should I, give it to somebody who really wants it? I know that people really like this line. And then I came across I think it's like Flying Monkeys Fortune Cookie Soap body cream, whip soap, and it smells, I kid you not, like straight up Downy fabric softener. And I was just like, I don't think I'm gonna like this. And then I put it on my body and it was just like, that's all I smell. I don't love the smell of Downy fabric softener at all. I don't like it as a wax smell. Like, I just don't like that scent. And so I was like, oh God, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna like get rid of it? Am I gonna make Ben use it? Like, what am I gonna do? And then I thought to myself, wait, I think it was last year. One of you recommended that I mix a body cream whose scent I thought was too strong with a body lotion whose scent I thought wasn't the greatest, and the two of them together were magical. So I was like, why don't you give that a try? Maybe it'll work out. It wasn't perfect, I will admit. I definitely had to force myself to use it because this scent didn't fully absorb and bring down the Downy. It just sort of made the Downy scent more of like a flowery Downy. But it's fine. I got through it. It did get me through a body lotion, which is a nice victory. So I'm sorry if you love this line and you feel like I didn't appreciate it enough, but this is where I'm at with it. So it's gone, and I'm at least happy I used it. Next up, I have the Pure Simplicity Rosewater Face and Body Refresher. I was using this in my Project Pan, perhaps you saw, and my main purpose for this was as a setting spray. When I Googled this, that was the idea that I was given, so I decided to use it. Like the scent of it, it was nice, it did its job. I don't think it was amazing in the sense of like I must replace all of my setting sprays with this, but I enjoyed it. I'm not even sure if I wanted to do that, I'd be able to. I had never seen this Pure Simplicity line before until it just randomly showed up during semi-annual sale. I think it was 2 winters ago at this point, so I haven't seen it since, but I did like the scent of it. So if you come across this and it's the rosewater scent, no matter if it's shower gel or spray or whatever, the scent of it is really pleasant. Final body care item that I have before we go to the candles is this scrub. It's my Aromatherapy Love Rose and Vanilla Smoothing Body Scrub. So here's the deal. The scent of it, magical. I love the texture of this. I love that it almost sort of like foamed up a little bit. I love it when body scrubs do that. I don't know why. I just feel like it spreads easier and like it scrubs better. I don't know. Maybe that's all an illusion, but I like it. But I gotta tell you, I feel like I chewed through this more than normal. This is 9.5 ounces. Maybe I'm wrong, but that seems lower than the scrubs normally are. I feel like the scrubs are normally 12 ounces. Maybe that's a lie. Maybe I'm lying to myself, but I just feel like I went through this in like 3 showers. And let's be clear, it normally takes me 4.5 to 5 showers, so it's not like it's that drastically different. But for how pricey this stuff is, for it to only last me 3 showerings, that's not great. It's not a great price point. So I feel like if I were to get this again, it would absolutely have to be during some annual sale or during like a sweeping cheap body care sale day. I know there recently was a $6 body care day, but I feel like that's only $10 off its usual price. Like I really want $4. Like I feel like $4 is a price they would pay for this. Above that, no bueno, but the scent of it is phenomenal. All right, now let's go ahead and talk candles. I have quite a few of them. First one that I have is my pumpkin peanut brittle. This was awesome. This is a repurchase. It had a little bit of like a sooty, grimy, grubby kind of burn, but the scent was lovely. It was unbelievable how quickly I got a scent throw off of this. Within like 5 minutes of lighting it, I already was getting scent, and it just smells like the most delicious peanut brittle. Like I love the scent. I'm a little upset with myself. I thought I was gonna save this for next fall. That didn't happen. And so it's now out of my life. But if you happen to come across this, it's definitely a good one. I would definitely recommend. Next up we have Pink Petal Tea Cake. I don't know how old this packaging is, but boy, it was a sooty burn. And I gotta tell you, it like didn't have as strong of a scent throw as I remember it having. I don't know. I feel like I like the scent of this and I'd happily have another one of this scent, but I don't know if I would get this packaging again because I feel like the scent throw just was mediocre. It wasn't like super strong and super intense, and I swear when I've had this before, it burned really intensely. It had a lot of scent throw, so I don't know, but I do like the scent of it. I will admit though that since I've been so spoiled by other more pure rose scents, this is definitely on my lower end of rose favorites, but I'm not gonna complain. I'll take a rose scent when I can get it. I just prefer more of the showcasing of rose, and I don't feel like this showcases rose in the exact same way as like, I don't know, champagne rose, for example. Speaking of rose, I bring you my Ballerina Rose candle. This is just a gorgeous candle. Let's just say that. It's just a gorgeous candle. But I'm gonna tell you, wasn't my favorite, and here's why. This is very much a pure on-the-nose rose candle. It is not like sweet rose. It's not a soapy rose scent. It is just a sharp rose. So if you're somebody who really wants an authentic rose scent, you're not about that soap life, you don't want it to have that creamy feel to it, you just want straight up roses, this is for you. I, being someone who is not the purest of rose souls, apparently, didn't really love it. Aside from the scent of it though, it was awesome. I again got really strong scent throw. Like I would be in my living room and I could smell it here in my bedroom. So it had pretty aggressive throw. It's not the cleanest burn, but it also isn't super sooty. So I can live with squidgy marks on the side. I didn't get puny wicks. Like it performed really well. It just wasn't my go-to scent. I wouldn't repurchase it. I will be curious. I'm pretty sure I have a hand soap in this scent, so I'll be curious to know how I feel about the hand soap, but this is not a candle you will see me have again in my collection. We now end the positivity and head more towards the typical performance of the candles. First one that I have, I blame myself. I shouldn't have bought this. It is the 'Tis the Season like squished 3-wick candle. This was 75% off. I don't want to say anything here, but I tend to find that when I purchase 75% off candles, they are horrendous, but yet I still keep coming back. I did not intend to burn this, but I have been in such a candle burning mood that I'm just blowing through my candles, and I'm trying to not really repurchase that many just because I have so many wax melts, but I just love the ambiance of a candle. So I pulled this out and I was like, you know, It's not the most seasonally appropriate. Like this to me really reads as a fall candle scent, not even a winter one, but more like a fall. But let's go ahead and burn it. Listen, guys, this did not go well. No matter how long I had this thing lit, it never fully pulled out. Like I always had some kind of wax. And that doesn't bother me that much because in other candles that I've had where that happens, as it gets further down and more of the glass gets heated up, that wax eventually does come down. But this thing got puny wicks and like would extinguish itself. And I didn't feel compelled to want to return it at this point because this just seems lame. And I didn't catch it soon enough. So this was bad. This was bad. I don't know how old the squat candle is. I don't know if they still even make the smushy ones, but if they do, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you now, I wouldn't get them because they don't seem to be able to have a strong enough flame to really melt the wax down, and so it's not a win for me. The next candle that I have is from the Land of Sweets. It is Blueberry Sugar. This candle and I did not get along. I swear, I've had a blueberry sugar before, and I swear that I liked it, but this I did not like. It just sort of has this like weird artificialness to it. I don't know. I just didn't love it. Like when it was done, I wasn't like, oh, I'm sad about it. Like, oh, I wish I had more. I was kind of like, oh, okay, cool. We're good there. The burn was just so-so. It was a little bit sooty. You know, I don't know. I didn't like this candle. The actual burning of it was fine, but the smell of it it wasn't my jam. I would definitely not get blueberry sugar again. And then my last candle, the fail of all fails, is Winter Daisy. You'll notice that this is basically full, which means she going back to the store. I love the smell of this on cold. It is basically like a cologne and soap scent mixed together. The notes they claim are petals, lemon, sandalwood, essential oils. This I got, I'm pretty sure during Candle Day, I'm pretty sure, and I pulled it out and I was like, oh god, I forgot about this. Yeah, this seems great. It seems like it's got some springy vibes with some winter vibes. Like, I'm here for it. No scent. I lit it and it was lit for like 2 hours. No scent. I don't play that game. This is going back. It is going to be exchanged, probably for a rosewater meringue if I can find one, but I'm not about this life. I'm not going to mess around with candles that have no scent. So she going back, and hopefully I will get either a love candle, because that's one of my favorites, or I will get a rosewater meringue candle. All right, guys, that is it for me and these products that I have used up and these things that I have purchased. I do appreciate you spending some of your day with me, and I will talk to you in my next video real soon.